The polls are now closed and have been for about a half hour across the state. As the results start to come in, it is our job to get them to you.
You will be able to find those results and the latest numbers on live5news.com and, of course, on our mobile app.
Some of the races we've been following are the Charleston, North Charleston, and Summerville mayor elections. We start with the race for the next mayor of the city of Charleston.
The current mayor, John Tecklenburg, is running for re-election for a third term. He's running against 5 other people. Live 5's Melissa Rademacher joining us from the watch party for the Tecklenburg campaign.
They're watching the results come in at the Holiday Inn West Ashley. Melissa, describe the scene there to us now.
Guys, we are up in the top restaurant of that Holiday Inn. People are just starting to arrive to enjoy the rest of election night as the polls just closed. I'm sure you see the stage behind me where Tecklenburg is expected to address the room in just a little bit. We've got tables to my right, tables to my left as people come and file in. Like you guys said, Tecklenburg is running for re-election. He's been in office since 2016, and if re-elected, this would be his third term. Tecklenburg calls himself a champion of public safety, proactively addressing flooding and drainage, transportation, and affordable housing. In his time in office already, he's touted renewed attention to the needs of West Ashley, James Island, and Johns Island, and he says he hopes to continue that work if re-elected. Now, his campaign this year earned more than $830,000 in this election. That's a little ahead of his top fundraising competitor, Cogswell, who had almost $800,000 in election fundraising. Now, Charleston, one of a few cities across the low country that we've talked about having a mayoral race today. We'll be here in Charleston and bring you any new news from Tecklenburg's watch party as we learn it. Our Blair Sable is over in North Charleston at our watch party for candidate Reggie Burgess. Blair, how is it going over there?
Well, Melissa, I'll tell you, things just got a lot livelier in the last few minutes or so. Those first few numbers trickling in, we just heard cheers and loud claps, because it appears that a former North Charleston Police Chief Reggie Burgess is pulling ahead in the polls. Of course, these are just the first numbers, but we're hearing 749 leading the 9 other candidates for Reggie Burgess. Also here at this party is Mayor Keith Summy, who has endorsed Reggie Burgess, someone he's known for many years, dating back to when Reggie Burgess was the school resource officer for one of his children. But of course, this has been a crowded race, and we still have a lot to go in counting those votes. Now, Burgess would be, if he does win this race, this would be his first elected position. The other candidates either currently serve or have served the city in some elected capacity, but he has said time and time again that he believes his experience within the police department makes him capable of also running the city and moving it forward in the right direction. Now, as Police Chief Burgess said that he was responsible for a $44 million budget and worked directly under Mayor Summy for a number of years. Now, we caught up with him earlier as he was casting his ballot with his family by his side, and he says the support that he has seen from neighbors and friends so far in this race has been moving.
Awesome. It makes you feel wonderful because it tells me that some of the things that we've done over the many years, it actually is working. And when you have the people behind you, that's when you know you're doing some things well.
Well, Burgess has emphasized public safety as an issue that he's planning to address if elected, but he also says that he wants to change the narrative on the relationship between North Charleston and crime. Now, he is not at this party yet. We are hearing that he could be here in the next few minutes or so, and we'll continue to update you on those numbers as they come in. For now in North Charleston, Blair Sable, Live 5 News.
All right, Blair, thank you. And once again, we will have those results in that race and others, and they'll be up on live5news.com and on our mobile app as soon as they come in.
We will also soon hear from reporter Caitlin Ashbaugh as she reports on the Summerville mayoral race. Another race we've been following is the election for State Senate Seat 42.
District 42 represents part of Charleston and Dorchester counties, and in this race, State Representative Dion Tedder will be running as a Democrat against Republican Rosa Kay.
Tedder won a primary race and runoff against State Representative Wendell Gilliard earlier this year. In that runoff race, there was also less than a 1% margin of victory.